Hello everybody, welcome to Tim's Motorcycle Adventures. It has been quite a rainy fall here, and so there hasn't been as much riding as I would like. Just been really busy as well, and but I thought, while I'm out today, it's nice and sunny over there. It's a little bit cloudy and rainy over here, and we are scheduled to get some rain. So if you can see in the mirror there, I'm out with my wife today. She got a new bike, and we're doing a little ride together. But I thought I'd do a little video on a few tips on how to ride in the rain and enjoy it. Riding in the rain is something that sometimes people they really try to avoid, and I do as well in certain instances. Like if I'm going into the office, I don't want to be soaking wet when I get there, so I'll take the car, right? But sometimes you just go out for a ride on a weekend, and rain is kind of inevitable here on the island, and so you want to make it as enjoyable as you can. So what are those things that make it enjoyable? Well, first of all, I think attitude is the biggest thing, right? If you just sort of are scared of rain, or you think the roads are going to be slippery, and you just only want to ride in that perfect weather, well, that's fine. Then just ride in perfect weather. But it's not actually that bad. Like, we're people. We get in water all the time. It's not really that big a deal, and so you just got to have the good attitude about it and say, no big deal. This is just part of motorcycle riding. This is part of the enjoyment of enjoying the elements, and be okay with it. But in order to make it a little bit more enjoyable, the second one is gear. You gotta have decent gear for rain. Some people just buy a motorcycle and a helmet and then go riding, and that's just crazy to me. You need to have good gear. It doesn't have to be Gore-Tex gear. There's lots of good gear out there that is waterproof, that can make it more enjoyable. Gore-Tex, if you can afford it, that's the way to go. I finally got a pair of these gloves. These are like Triumph branded gloves, and they're Gore-Tex. They actually have a pocket that's for grip and a pocket that's for warmth, and so far they've been really good as soon as they broke in. But waterproof gloves in the rain are a must. You got to have a good jacket that's waterproof, or at least have a good waterproof shell that goes over top of your jacket. You got to have some good waterproof pants. The pants that I use when I go on a long ride, today it's just a short ride, and so I have my Kevlar lined riding jeans. But normally I ride with a full over pant, and honestly the ones I have aren't that expensive, and they are probably about 90% waterproof-ish. On a hard downpour in the crotch areas, they sometimes tend to soak through a little bit, but I probably just need to spray them, and they'd be fine. But yeah, you need good waterproof boots as well. And if you wear all the gear and it starts raining on you, it's no big deal, because you're ready for it, and you just ride through it, and it's no big deal. Well, the third one, I guess, is helmet. It's good to have a good helmet that the vents seal, and it has a good gasket around that will seal out the water. I have this new helmet. This is the new HJC Arfa 90 Carbon, and it's been great so far. But I guess on the online forums talk about the visor leaking, and I haven't ridden in enough rain to experience that yet. But I'd also have the Scorpion AT950, and that helmet has been great, but as soon as I ride in any kind of rain, it just instantly fogs up. and it actually made it quite dangerous. I got caught in a few rain showers, and I basically had to ride with the visor open the entire time because I couldn't see anything. And so I had to go and buy a double-walled pin-lock type visor for it. Of course, this HJC comes with the pin-lock visor. I find a pin-lock visor, at least where I live, on the island here is, or I'm on Vancouver Island, lots of rain, lots of humidity. If you don't have a pin-lock visor, oh man, it's going to be rough. You get a little bit of rain, it'll fog right up, and it's not good. So yeah, having a good helmet with a pin-lock visor is an essential. That's you know, it's a safety issue when you start fogging up and can't see anything. Sometimes it's nice to have gloves like this. They have a little visor wipe, and then you can kind of wipe your visor and clear it off. But if you're out on the highway, you just stick your head out of the bubble of your windshield, and the air blows off your visor, and so you know, it usually keeps it pretty clear. If you're in stop and go traffic, yeah, that can suck a little bit because it's, you know, there's nothing to clear off your visor. But all right, I don't know what number we're on. What are we on? 4? Fourth thing, the third thing, the fifth thing, I don't know. But the next thing is tires. It depends on what kind of tires you have. If you're on like a regular street bike and you have good tires that are made for rain, well, you could probably just ride basically how you ride when it's dry. You know, back off about 10-20%, and you should be fine. If you're on an adventure bike like mine and you have 50/50 tires, back off a little bit more because those tires suck in the rain. I have new tires, the Trail Max Mission on this one that I just got, and I haven't ridden in a whole lot of rain. They seem to be quite a bit better than the Shinkos that I had, but you know, it makes a difference. Tires make a big difference in the rain and the wet, and so be careful, especially if it has just rained and then the oil is all on the top of the road. It can get a little bit slippery, but otherwise, you know, motorcycle tires are pretty good. And so, you know, just ride to the conditions. If it's pouring rain, slow down a little bit. You know, if it's just sprinkling a little bit like it is right now, hopefully there's not too much water on the camera. That's why I don't do a lot of videos in the rain, because the camera quality ends up not being great. But if it's just spitting like it is right now, no big deal. You know, it's not going to affect the road surface all that much. Just slow down a little bit, and don't push it to the, you know, the very edge. You know, we're on the road, we're not on a track, and so just relax a little bit. Some bikes like mine have a rain kind of mode where it, you know, maximum traction control, and it cuts the throttle a little bit. Honestly, I don't think you really need that unless you're on like a, you know, 150 horsepower sport bike. You don't really need to cut all that power. You just need to be a little smarter with your right hand, and just relax, enjoy the ride. There's the little Ninja as we come to a complete stop around a traffic circle. How does that work? All right, well, yeah, I don't know if I have any more tips for riding in the rain. You know, when it's cold and rainy, yeah, it can get kind of miserable. But again, it's about gear. Just dress for the weather, and take your time and be smart about it. And it's not really that bad. You get used to it. Sometimes it's even fun to ride in the rain. You know, just enjoy it. You're on a motorcycle. When it's hot, you get hot. When it's cold, you get cold. When it rains, you get wet. It's just part of the enjoyment of being on a motorcycle and experiencing the elements. So, yeah, well, that's it for me today. Go and ride in the rain, enjoy it. It's all about attitude, and make sure you have some good gear to make it more comfortable. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Tim's Motorcycle Adventures. Check out my other videos on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Catch you later.